You know this shit? Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's Britzy here, and I'm bringing you a progress video for my Ironman. It's actually the first progress video we're making on this account since I did the bank video last week. Really, this past week, I realized that I was on 80 Slayer task already. I was nearing 100 combat, but yet I still did not have a Slayer helm, and I was not really progressing my account the way I should be doing. You know, I really like canceling tasks, and I kind of refuse to do any tasks that I don't enjoy, which makes it really hard to get those Slayer points. So this past week, I decided that I'm going to try to grind for Slayer. My goal is to get 87 Slayer because I want to get a Trident to go ahead and help me with the Zor grind, and so I can get the blowpipe and really open up some like mid to late game bossing. So that's what I focused on this last week. I really just focused on grinding that Slayer. I had around 30 to 35 hours of Slayer this past week, and I got around 600,000 Slayer XP. I went all the way from 72 Slayer to 77 Slayer, and I also had a decent amount of superiors on this task, mainly on these Cuirass task and Blood Veils, which I did a lot of Cuirass without the Leaf Bladed Battle Axe, and if I was to go back, I would probably skip those because without the battle axe, these tasks were actually super slow. They did give me a ton of alkables and good drops, so they were good for that fact. Because my bank went from like a 300k cash stack to around a 3.3 mil cash stack over this past week from doing all of these tasks. But I didn't really get too many good drops from them. The only drops I got this week was I got a Cuirass head, which I actually got this before I got the battle axe, and then finally I got the battle axe towards the end of the week, which I was super pumped about because it really makes these Cuirass tasks a hell of a lot faster. But towards the end of the week, I finally completed the 100th task, and I got the 450 points for that, which meant I was finally able to go and get the Slayer helm on this account, which felt so good because it took me 100 tasks to get this thing. And I didn't really boost tasks like some people do. I did almost all of my tasks at Neve. At the end, when I was at 96 tasks, I was like, I just want to go ahead and get the Slayer helm out of the way. I did do a few tasks from the Slayer Master and Canifis to just boost it a little bit, but it felt so good to get that Slayer helm out of the way. And of course, like while I was doing the Slayer grind, I was training my strength a lot, and I went from 84 strength all the way to 89 strength over this week, which was, it helped me progress to 100 combat. I think I'm 101 right now, and I'm one level away from getting 102 combat. And that's really just all I did this past week, was just Slayer, Slayer, Slayer. Every time I got on, I did Slayer, and when I wasn't streaming, I did AFK Monkfish while I watched Netflix to try to get the food for Slayer. But also towards the end of the week, I realized that I have not done Throne on this account. I only have 178 quest points, and I am really missing out by not doing Throne of Miscellanea and Royal Trouble on this account, because I've had this account for almost a year, and that's a year that I could have been collecting resources and getting herbs and getting everything. So I finally decided to bang out those two quests, and I finished that, and that's where I concluded this week. And I only did like one clue this past week, but I did get a unique that I didn't have already. But that's pretty much it for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want to see more of these progress videos. Thanks, everybody.